This is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Park Ji-sung. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Nakata. Rodri. It's Kimmich. Bastoni. Kimmich. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Turns back here, probably the best option. Kimmich. And Koundé.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Costa Curta.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
It's Park Ji-sung. Great ball if he can get there. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Kimmich. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now there's a fine ball. Beckham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a nicely measured pass. Lovely bit of skill. Park Ji-sung, he's had a hit! Darren Fletcher, and that's really well manoeuvred. Serginho. Now it's Hullet. Pinches it off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nakata. He's shifting through the gears here. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bastoni. And the keeper's got it again. Oh, he's been caught on it here! More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Beckham. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Park Ji-sung. Kimmich, under an awful lot of pressure. And here's Mbappe. It's Park Ji-sung. That's a shade optimistic. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He can run onto that. And the flag has stayed down. No foul, says the referee. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Pass is just off target. He won't be happy with that one. David Villa. And there is the half-time whistle. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Manchester United really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Park Ji-sung. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's through here. Ter Stegen gets rid without sophistication. Kimmich. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He'll try to keep this alive. Rodri. Nakata.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And it's Hullet. Now it's Mbappe. Couldn't squeeze it through. Park Ji-sung. Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Serginho. He's got the shot away! Oh, taken with style!
Manchester United clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
After 58 minutes is number 27.
So we have the first goal.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Rodri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Mbappe. Cleared without complication. Park Ji-sung. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Nakata. Costa Curta with the clearance.
Barcelona are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
It's Park Ji-sung. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Kimmich. Has a look and has a go. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 22, Vario. Number 10, Messi. Number 5.
And that could well leave a mark.
Number 27, Entrick. Number
Manchester
15,
United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Number 20,
Good effort from distance.
Number 19,
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
taking place.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Serginho, played right into his path. Manchester United still ahead by the game's only goal. Rodri. Manchester United close now to seeing this one through to the end. Just too much on that.
Manchester United can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Danger averted for now. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Look at the space here. To Paul! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he get it through? And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Please look at the screen for information.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.